Good morning, everybody. We are approaching the full moon in Gemini. Here is another update for you. If you're following astrology and wanting to learn a little bit more, tune into my new moon and full moon videos every month and follow along with your own chart. If you haven't got your own chart, you can either email me or you can go online and just type in free birth chart. I use equal houses, so if you could try to use equal houses, it will make sense when you're following along with my teaching videos. And so let's get straight on to the full moon in Gemini. I will share the chart with you just now, so give me a wee second and I will put it up for you so that you can see. Okay, so that should be up there on your screen just now. It is a full moon in Gemini on the 4th of December 2025 at 23:13. That's GMT. And I have set it for where I live in the UK. You would need to check your time zone around the world to see when it's falling in your part of the world. So if we look at the chart here, we can see here is the moon up here. That little symbol is the moon, and it's at 13 degrees of Gemini. And there is the sun opposite in Sagittarius at 13 degrees. And that little symbol with the circle and the dot is the sun. So when we have a full moon, the sun and the moon are always opposite to each other. And so something is being shone a light on. And a full moon is always a great time where we release, we expand something that's been building up in the zone of the full moon, which is in Gemini. And if you don't know where that is in your chart, you would need to go to your chart and find where this little symbol, it's like two little lines like that, like a pillar, where this is in your birth chart to see where that is, and then you would need to understand the houses. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's absolutely fine. I will put a link down below this YouTube video so that you can understand a wee bit more about the houses. There are 12 in total, and each are broken up into a different area of your life. So you would need to understand which area of your life this is falling in. So, the ruler of Gemini is Mercury, and Mercury is this little symbol right at the bottom of the chart in Scorpio. So, you see this little, it's like a letter M with a little arrow down the bottom. It's just here, I'll circle it down here. This is Scorpio. And so with Scorpio is always a very deep feeling, kind of deep psychological type of energy. So this full moon is going to be bringing up deep psychological undercurrents to the surface. It's shining a light on these for you in whatever area that you are experiencing the full moon. And we also see in this full moon that we have the sun in Sagittarius, and it's right next to, it's in a conjunction, what we call a conjunction when they're right next to other planets. So we've got it right next to Venus here. This little circle with a cross here is like Venus. And Venus is the planet of self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth, and it's also can be to do with money as well. And so this full moon might be bringing some things up for you around money, self-esteem, and ideas, fresh ideas, new ideas that are coming up around that. Mercury is opposite Uranus. So this planet up here that I'm circling, just two away from the moon there, 28 degrees of Taurus, is opposite Mercury. Mercury's the messenger of ideas, and that's in Scorpio, and it's the ruler of the full moon. And so, with this Uranus influence, Uranus is a planet of breakthroughs, change, sudden surprises. So, you might find that in this full moon period, in the next few weeks, that you get some new information coming through, new insights, new inspirations, and you can apply these into whatever area of your life that this full moon is shining a light on. And this is also quite a almost flavored with some kind of destiny, this new moon, because it's squaring the nodes, and the nodes we kind of see as a destiny point in the chart, an area where you're supposed to be moving towards. And so the nodes are squaring. That means they're basically in a square to the sun and the moon. And the nodes are these points here that I'm circling with the cursor here. So we've got the south node in Virgo and the north node in Pisces. So the north node is the area where we try and sort of steer ourselves towards, and the north node is sitting in Pisces at the moment. So you may feel that whatever's coming through, whatever breakthroughs that you're receiving, whatever insights that are coming through around self-worth, self-confidence, money, could be tied up with something to do with almost like a destined point in your life. With Pisces, we're talking about spirituality, creativity. So it could be that you're getting some insights or downloads that are very creative and spiritual. And with Scorpio having such a strong flavour in this moon, I would say that you probably need to bring in some meditation or something like that to help sort of digest the deep undercurrents, the deep intuitions that might be coming to you at this particular point. What else can we say about this new moon? We also have Mars, which will come into contact with the sun at 22 degrees of Sagittarius. All the Sagittarius energy is about meaning, it's finding truth, it's about exploring, it's about travel, it's about higher beliefs, wisdom. So it could be that this full moon brings all of that to you or makes you think about these things deeply. Just whatever's happening in this area of your life where Gemini sits is an area where you can really, really think about what is important to you, what is really coming through, what means the most to you in terms of building up your self-confidence, your self-worth. Could be an area of money that you're looking to work on. The full moon, the ascendant on the chart is in Virgo, so it could be that this full moon has a flavour of giving service to other people, could be a flavour of you have some insights around daily habits. Virgo is all sort of around health and daily habits as well, so possibly information coming in could be around that, sort of maybe leaving behind, as we've got the south node in the same sign of Virgo. So possibly leaving behind those maybe bad habits that you want to give up at this particular time, things that aren't serving your self-confidence, your self-worth, or monetary wise, and move into more of your North Node energy, which is around, having a more spiritual or creative side to what it is that you're doing. Yeah, and that can be very, very broad in the sense it could be art, it could be meditating, it could be spirituality, it could be anything that's creative and anything that has a spiritual flavour to it. So this full moon is really got a strong, strong influence on something is coming to you that is going to be quite important, whatever it is in your chart. And we also have that water trine going on as well with Jupiter in Cancer at 24 degrees, trining Mercury in Scorpio at 22 degrees, and trining Neptune and Saturn in Pisces at 29 of Neptune, 25 Saturn. So we have that going on in the chart as well, which means there is this flow of energy, as I talked about in the last moon video that I put up. It's an instinctive energy, it's a feeling energy, it's about nurturing as well, nurturing yourself, nurturing what you think, what you feel, and also just building up what feels good to you in your life. So think about where in your life can you build up habits or routines that are going to serve you well, that are going to serve you spiritually, that will serve you emotionally, and that will help you move forward in your life. The North Node energy is there, so it's about moving forward, it's about moving towards soul growth. So have a think about that and where that falls in your chart. And I think we also have a T-square between Pluto, which is a collective planet, which is sitting in Aquarius, which is all to do with future forward. And that's in a T-square with Pluto's at 1 degree. We've got Uranus at 28 degrees, which is a collective planet. So this is felt on the collective of Taurus, and then it's in a T-square, and the apex of that is 29 degrees and 25 degrees of Pisces, and we have Neptune and Saturn there. So again, I think collectively we are moving towards building up new ways of being. I would say Pisces is a being energy, it's an intuitive energy, it's a creative energy, it's all about kindness, compassion, and we're all part of that as a collective energy. And personally, we will have Saturn somewhere in our charts and we will be part of that collective movement. So, wherever you have Saturn in your chart, think about how you can feed into that collective energy of the new, bringing in breakthroughs, different ways of doing things. And that's on a spiritual level as well. So I think I'll finish off there. If you have gained anything from the video, if you've heard something that you wanted to hear or helped you in some way, give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.